Hi there. Are you dealing with a lot of confusion in your life lately? This has been coming up in my work with my clients a lot, and even in my own life. Actually, historically in my life, I've actually had to work through a lot of confusion at different times. And lately, there's been a lot of confusion with regards to my work. And so it's a common thing. I see it with my clients, I find it in myself. And it can be confusion in your career, in your work, in your what you want to do. It can be confusion in your relationships, so many areas. Even there can be confusion in your physical health and what might be the right avenue for you to pursue. And confusion can be paralyzing. You feel like you can't move forward. It can be really debilitating. It can be really hard to make a decision. You don't know what's right. You can't sort things out. You don't know. Sometimes you're confused because you don't know who you are. You can't sort yourself out, and it can get really intense and prolonged. We can kind of stay in this state of confusion for a really long time, and it just feels like it can get bigger and bigger. If you're not familiar with me, I'm Morella DeVoe of thrivewithmorella.com. I'm a counselor. I'm a hypnotherapist. I've been doing this work for more than 12 years. I'm also a nutrition coach. And so I work a lot at the level of the subconscious mind. And the thing with confusion is that it's essentially, it's imagine it like a program. It's a program. It can become a habit. It just runs in the subconscious mind, and that's why it can just get stronger and stronger and stronger, because the majority of our mind, 90% of our mind, is subconscious. And so it can get very hard with that 10% of your mind that is conscious. It can be very hard to sort out through whatever's going on in your subconscious mind. So I wanted to share this with you. From time to time, I do some little videos with EFT and tools that you can use, and in the hopes that if you're finding this, that maybe you're meant to be served by this. And of course, if you need more help, then you also know where to find me. So what I'm finding I want to do today is a little bit of EFT for confusion, but I'm also going to blend in some energy tools, which is my own version of EFT. So if you're familiar with EFT, you'll see kind of the subtle difference in what I do and some of the languaging I use towards the end. If you're not familiar with EFT, I've got a video on my channel on the basics of EFT. I'll try to find the link and put it in the comments in the video, so that you can see kind of an introduction of what EFT is all about and why it works. If you've never done it, it's a little crazy and weird, and it might not make any sense to you as to how or why it works. So I invite you to watch that video. So to begin, I want to invite you to connect with the aspect of your life that you're confused about, and just kind of feel into the confusion that you feel in that area where you're not entirely clear about the right course of action, the right decision, or maybe the confusion is so deep that there isn't even a course of action. You just don't even know where to begin. And so as you feel into that confusion, give it a number on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is the most confused, total lack of clarity that you can have, and 1 is it's essentially not there. It's almost gone. Total clarity instead of confusion. So give it a number. How intense is your confusion right now? Maybe it's quite up there. Maybe it's not as high as it can be or has been at other times. So just so for your internal reference, you get a sense for how intense it is. So we're going to do basic EFT on this. Follow along. All you have to do is repeat after me and follow along with my tapping. I'll guide you through it. We'll see. Maybe we'll do, I don't know, 6 minutes or something like that. Okay, so we start by tapping on the side of the hand, and we'll say, even though I'm feeling confused, and now it's your turn to say it, even though I'm feeling confused, I still accept myself. Even though I have all of this confusion, I'm really not feeling clear. I still love and accept myself. Even though I'm dealing with all of this confusion, and the confusion can sometimes feel really heavy, foggy, and dense, I still accept myself. Okay, so now we go with a couple of fingers on the eyebrow point, and we'll say, all of this confusion I'm feeling. Now tapping outside of the eye, all of this confusion I'm feeling. Now tapping under the eye, all of this confusion I'm feeling. Now tapping under the nose, all of this confusion I'm feeling. Now tapping on the chin, feeling so confused. Tapping on the collarbone, all of this confusion. Tapping under the arm, all of this confusion. Tapping on top of your head, all of this confusion. Back to the eyebrow point. This confusion is so dense. Outside the eye, this confusion is so dense. Tapping under the eye, this confusion is sometimes paralyzing. Tapping under the nose, I feel like I spin in circles sometimes. Tapping on the chin, all of this confusion. Tapping on the collarbone, I don't know how to sort it out. Tapping under the arm, I'm not sure how to begin. Tapping on top of your head, I don't know what the right course of action is. Tapping on the eyebrow point, and I'm feeling so confused. Tapping outside of the eye, all of this confusion. Tapping under the eye, this heavy energy of confusion. Tapping under the nose, all of this confusion. Tapping on the chin, I feel all of this energy of confusion. Tapping on the collarbone, this program of confusion. Tapping under the arm, I am running this program of confusion. Tapping on top of your head, even though I don't know it, I'm running a program of confusion. Tapping on the eyebrow point, this human program of confusion. Tapping outside of the eye, this human program of confusion. Tapping under the eye, how can I uninstall this human program of confusion? Tapping under the nose, this human program of confusion. Tapping on the chin, all of this confusion. Tapping on the collarbone, this program of confusion. Tapping under the arm, this human program of confusion. Tapping on top of your head, this program of confusion. Tapping on the eyebrow point, what if I could uninstall this program of confusion? Tapping outside the eye, what if I could uninstall this human program of confusion? Tapping under the eye, what if I could uninstall this human program of confusion? Tapping under the nose, what would it take to uninstall it? Tapping on the chin, what would it take to dissolve this confusion? Tapping on the collarbone, what would it take to dissolve this confusion? Tapping under the arm, what would it take to dissolve this program of confusion? Tapping on top of your head, what would it take to dissolve this program of confusion? Tapping on the eyebrow point, what would it be like to be free of confusion? Tapping outside of the eye, what would it be like to be clear? Tapping under the eye, what would it be like to be clear? Tapping under the nose, what would it be like to be free of this program of confusion? Tapping on the chin, what would it be like to be clear? Tapping on the collarbone, what would it be like to be free of this program of confusion? Tapping under the arm, what would it be like to be clear? Tapping on top of your head, what would it be like to be clear? And now back to the eyebrow point. You're just going to imagine, visualize as I guide you point by point. So imagine a grounding cord from the base of your spine. Imagine that you have an energy cord moving down from the base of your spine, down, 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 down to the center of the earth, whether you can see it, feel it, or just kind of imagine that it's there. Opening from the base of your spine as wide as your hips, and powerfully, instantaneously reaching all the way down to the center of the earth. Now tapping outside of the eye, you're going to continue to imagine that you can see and feel and know that that grounding cord is there. And you're now going to invite all of this energy of this program of confusion to rise up and move down into the grounding cord. Tapping under the eye, imagining what it would be like to have all of this energy of confusion drain from your body, from your space, down into your grounding cord and all the way down into the center of the earth to be transmuted, shifted into new light and new potential. Tapping under the nose, imagining all of your body draining this energy of confusion down through your grounding cord to the center of the earth. And at the same time, imagining now a shower of white light pouring over you. White light bringing clarity, bringing peace, bringing serenity, pouring over you and filling the space that the confusion is leaving behind. Tapping on the chin, continuing to imagine the feeling, the vision, the knowing of what it would be like to shed, dissolve, uninstall the confusion from every cell and opening space for the white light of clarity to move in. Tapping on the collarbone, imagining this white light filling up your body, a diamond white light filling up your body. Tapping under the arm, imagining the white light continuing to pour through you, through every cell, and even down into the grounding cord, grounding you down towards the center of the earth with pure white light of clarity. Tapping on top of your head, continuing to open up every cell, every atom in your body, opening up to receive the white light. And now back to the eyebrow point, you're going to say, repeat after me, I am the white light of clarity. Tapping outside of the eye, I welcome the white light of clarity into my body. Tapping under the eye, I welcome the white light of clarity into my mind. Tapping under the nose, I welcome the white light of clarity into my mind. Tapping on the chin, I welcome the white light of clarity into my field. Tapping on the collarbone, I am the white light of clarity throughout my field. Tapping under the arm, I am the white light of clarity throughout my field. Tapping on top of your head, I am the white light of clarity throughout my field. Okay, stop tapping. And now take a deep breath. And let it out. And so now measure again on a scale of 1 to 10 how shifted the confusion energy might be. Notice if it's lower, notice if it's higher or the same. And in any of these cases, it's just information. Notice what you notice in your field right now. Notice what thoughts or insights might have crossed your mind while you were tapping. And if it didn't go down, if it's the same, or if it went higher, notice what thoughts are accompanying that feeling. Notice what are the thoughts that accompany that, because that's like the next door, that's the next opening that you would need to go into. Of course, I need to stop this video for now because it's gotten a little longer than I intended, but whatever you're finding, if you need further support, obviously, feel free to reach out to me either through here or through my website, and you'll find the link below the video. I wish for you lots of white light of clarity, which is your natural state of being. Much love.